Okay, welcome to Lower A, running it as a D volume because I'm training with a client in 2 days' time. So, welcome to Lower A, as I said, fucking hell, here we are, barely clothed. For me, this is barely clothed because it's summer, fuck it. So we're going to set up on the seated calf raise. Seated calf raise gets a lot of hate. It still has a ton of applicability from a stability standpoint, from an ankle and knee health standpoint, from a challenge to the calf that's a little bit more contraction focused. Yes, there is still benefit. Yes, you will still grow off of it, okay? As I'm kind of doing this, you'll see my range of motion isn't huge. Now, I'm getting as deep as I can, and look, even a little pause. Bosh, there we go. So I'm doing a little pause there. Why? I'm trying to even out the resistance profile just a touch, because as much as this is very contraction focused, I don't need it to be hugely contraction focused, okay? I'm putting a little pause there as well to safely find my end range. I've got quite messed up ankles, okay? So the main thing I'm trying to do at the minute is just manage that pain, still train my calves, but also get a fairly balanced kind of resistance profile, one that's not, overly contraction, overly lengthened. And as well, if you rush your way out that lengthened portion, particularly when you've not got great awareness of what your ankle is happy with, you might cause issue. On to the next lift. Bosh, we're now onto the adductor. So, kicking things off here, we have got the stack. This felt weird as hell today. Really weird, really sticky. The pads are in quite a strange place for this piece. I think it's a Life Fitness adductor for anyone who's tried it. But yeah, so this is meant to be kind of with a small little pause in that stretch. Whoop. Not too bad. Definitely something I could work on. Gym pins are not allowed on this thing, which is really frustrating. So progression on this, because we're already doing the stack, is, well, first of all, there's a lot more reps we could get on the stack because I got like 8. But long term, we would want to run reps up a little bit more and then start to just move this down your session order a little bit towards the back end. If I'm stacking it on 2 sets towards the back end of the session, then likelihood is we're gonna have to get quite creative and maybe kind of create our own adductor movement. But decent set, not too bad. Only one here again because D volume. Let's crack on with hamstrings or summit. Okay, now the lying hamstring curl. Again, a movement that gets a lot of flack for being a bit more contraction focused because that hip position affecting the hamstrings and the length that they go through during this movement. Now this piece of kit, I think it's Gym 80 here, weird piece of kit, very length and focus, as you can kind of tell by like the effort I'm applying. Again, full stack here, so yeah, we'll probably play around with session order. Why am I doing this? Well, the movement after this is an RDL, which is going to challenge a bit more lengthened focus of the hamstring, so a bit more lengthened position of the hamstring, and equally it's also going to challenge it where my hips are in flexion. Okay, so here I'm challenging them with hips in extension. Again, good for joints, good for your mobility, pretty damn healthy to do. I'm a big fan of varying resistance profiles, and if you talk to anyone into injury prevention, varying resistance profiles is key. RDLs, oh my god, this is more like RD fucking hell. These were annoying. So there was someone using the squat rack, and because this gym is moving, there is one squat rack, one proper squat rack. This is a weird fucking rack. As you can see, there's like a 25 on the right there, but it's like bolted in, so I can't stand that far back. There's also some really annoying little kind of bars on the ground, which affects my ROM. So here I had to almost kind of use like a kind of a deficit setup to not deficit my RDLs, which is really fucking annoying. So I had to set up here, kind of awkwardly pull it out the rack, step back onto this, try not to fall over, position myself on that plate. Oh my god. Anyway, once we got going, we were fucking going, which was great. My grip was slipping, and I did have a little fucking baby rage. Let's see if we can leave that in. Go on, lad, keep on going. My grip is slipping here. I'm feeling it, like it's dangling out my fingers. It definitely a misstrap here. Definitely something I could have fixed. I think around here. Yep, there we go. I let it down and it's like fucking annoying. I had a little swear to myself. I'm sure you can pick it up faintly in there. Fantastic. Strap back in. Eventually kind of got myself ready there. I think that's rep number 7. Got 3.5 on here. I definitely had way more. Took a weird 8. Here, there we go. Where is it? Bosh. Weird, thrown off, horrible. And then just, fuck it, we'll leave this in. Absolutely balls to get it back in. Properly fuming. I was not a happy boy. Alright, okay, we are now on to the leg extension. So this is a bit of a weird one. You might be like, what the fuck are you wearing, man? I am wearing BFR bands, as you can kind of see there from that side shot there. 1MR, come on. Yeah, so these are nice. They kind of lock a bit of they allow blood to pass into your quads, but they don't allow it to pass out. So yes, my legs look absolutely shit here. Again, quite a lengthy machine. Oh boy, look at that fucking movement weird. But anyway, they allow just a very intense kind of pump feeling, which makes you a lot weaker. It's nice because then you don't have to load aggressively. It's not something you need to do. I've got absolutely shite knees, particularly towards the contraction, because both of my VMOs are very, very underactive and very weak. So as you see, I'm kind of trying to like get myself into that fully short position. I can't quite pause there yet because it does cause too much pain for me. But yeah, this is something I'm kind of slowly working on with BFR. I find it hasn't taken away from my quad growth at all, and it's allowed me to train pain-free and actually get a lot more out of my later movements. So highly recommend for anyone with knee pain. Obviously as well, if you want help, I've got a fucking osteo who works with me who will rehab you. So yeah, give him a message as well. Finally, we got the Avenger leg press, I think it's called. I've got no fucking idea which brand this is from, but it's called Avenger, which is pretty cool. A lot of people set the seat very upright in this, which puts you into a lot of hip flexion. You're really shutting off your hip. That's going to really limit the run that you can get there. And ultimately, we're probably going to do this for your quads, so it's not really going to matter your hip angle too much. If anything, you could say lying it down like I have is going to be better. I kind of set this up more as like a sissy leg press, more of a kind of a very toe dominant, very quad biased leg press. One is it allows me to not use a lot of load. As you can see, there, I've got like 4 plates and it feels hard as hell. I think I've got like 16 reps here. The other one is my legs are going pretty decently, but my quads are definitely still lacking. So overall leg volume is probably in a pretty good spot. It's just quad volume. So what I've done is I've taken my pressing and squatting patterns, made them a little bit more quad dominant, and just to kind of take that same amount of volume but shift the focus a little bit to see if I can kind of see an outcome there. But these feel absolutely fantastic. The pads on the shoulders are amazing, and I highly recommend these. I'm a big fan recently of sissy leg press or sissy squats, kind of on a well, like a pivot leg press or like a hack squat or something like that. The load that you need is so minimal, it feels amazing. And we're just going to kind of watch me slowly die throughout the rest of this set. Fun times. Usually I wouldn't run any lower than like 12s or 15s on this because of that torque at the knee joint. There you go. Watch me suffer. Fun times.